All right. Good morning. Hello, good morning, everybody. I am sitting in my garden this morning and I'm having a few moments of really trying to think. It's a new day. I am awake and up before the sun today. I was tossing and turning all night long. And I reached the point where, you just gotta be like, that's enough of this and get up. So after tossing and turning all night and back to really trying to find a solution, I was an award-winning high school English and social studies teacher back in Tampa, Florida. And a few years ago, I figured out how to live my best life. I did a really deep dive into my personal feelings, my gifts and talents, and it was called authentic living, of really peeling back those influences and those events and things that had happened in my life, peeling them back, really digging into my soul searching, not religious, but personal soul values centering, okay? Grounding in my best self. Okay. I went through that process, and in doing that, realized I needed to quit teaching high school in Tampa. I am a lover of the Caribbean. I wanted a lifestyle that was more outside, more nature-based. I wanted to go off-grid, and so I moved to Puerto Rico. I embraced all of the challenges that I knew were going to be here. I did a lot of research and I made a huge leap of faith, believing in myself to pursue my dreams. And I'm telling you this because I know how hard that is, to be in a situation that is okay. You're going through your life. It is what it is. You've got to pay your bills. You've got kids to feed. You've got a car. You've got a dog. You've got stuff that you have to do. I understand that. But there also kind of reaches the point when you have to say, I'm not on board. No, I'm not going down this road. I'm not doing that anymore. And we make decisions in our lives, conscious decisions in our lives. And I really want people to be able to say, this is a good decision that I'm making in my life, versus it's just something I'm going along with the flow and a willy-nilly go along with the flow. And so I've got somebody saying, good morning. I don't do anything. There you go. I'm trying to figure out how to save the world, basically. So Goofy, thanks for listening along, and I hope you'll join me. This is a big experiment, okay? Excuse me. I mentioned being a social studies teacher and a civics teacher. I have an experiment I want to do. I'm doing it right now, right here. In this darkness of the morning, the sun is coming up, the lights are on, the sky is turning blue. So this is a time to stop and think about our personal values, what's in our interests, and what's in the interest of our neighbors, because we have to live together in peace. Research and studies show that man has always wanted to live together in harmony. We want to be friends. We want to have stability. We want to have a government that protects us and that helps us get ahead, helps everybody get ahead. So these foundational principles about the United States and about our American dream, it's always been an experiment. It's always been a test. And so, yes, this is a test. And it's time to stand up and really stand firm on the values. And the ones that I'm going to go with in the list of values is respect and truth. And so, as a foundation and as a beginning place here, I'm offering my background in teaching and history. I've talked to so many people from all different perspectives, and I'm trying to help lead a calm and safe discussion about how to move forward. Because all of the back and forth and all of the pointing fingers and what about this and what about that is, frankly, it's a textbook response to a trauma. So I'm here to listen. I was told by the Nobel Peace Institute that the number one way to begin making peace is to listen. That's hard. Trust me, that's hard. We all want to talk. I want to talk. We all want to talk. So people here are depressed. I understand. This is why I'm here. This is an urgent time for us to be nice to each other, for us to have a little bit of empathy and a little bit of understanding that people are having a hard time. I get it. I'm having a hard time. So putting aside my ego, putting aside my stubbornness, because I'm stubborn, and bringing it down a notch because I want to figure this out. So part of this is myth busting because people have been told lies, and I'm going to bust them. The busting of the myths. So a myth that people on the left or that the Democrats or that the others don't want to talk to you, that is a lie. That's a lie. It's not true. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you with respect. I will give you respect. I need you to respect me back. It's a two-way street. In order to live together in peace, we have to have respect. And back when I taught middle school, there was a really funny video that I used to show the students, 7th graders, 12-year-olds, that was about respect. And in the video, it was about an old man who had his yard. He was out raking his leaves in his yard. And in the video, a young kid has a dog, big dog, like a German Shepherd, not on a leash. And the dog runs up into the guy's yard, and the old man starts yelling at the kid, get your dog, get away from me, get your dog. And the kid gets mad and it's like, why don't you like my dog? You're an old man, and starts laughing and joking at the old man. And the point of the video is that which side is right? And how are we ever going to get through the world if we can't agree on what respect looks like? So what's the channel about? Hi, Jonah. Thank you for asking me, because I'm a former social studies and English teacher. I'm trying to solve a really big problem that we're having in the United States. And as I define the problem, I have to also have a proposed solution, which is based on a hypothesis and an idea. So I've identified the problem that we have a lot of lies going around that we have to stop. Because when you make decisions based on a lie, it's not a good decision because it's based on a lie. And so this basic problem solving, picking out, I believe, the steps of where we're having the problems. Piece by piece, slowly, with respect and with understanding, because we got to figure it out. So respect. Back to the story of the kid with the dog and the old man, because I believe you have to put respect out. You have to give respect. You're sharing. You want to respect our elders. They've been here. They've lived a long time. That respect idea to our elders, just because they're old, that I believe is something that we need to do. And respect the past, because the past happened. And no, you can't rewrite the past just because it was ugly. It was ugly. We need to learn from it, not ignore it and not whitewash it and not say it didn't exist. No. So as a teacher, that's got me totally freaked out. That's freaked me out. Because at teacher school, they say you can't let things continue because it will get out of control. So back when we first started bullying, anti-bullying training, they said, teachers, shut it down. Don't let it happen. Period. Stop. No bullying. So when the bullying started 10 years ago, my response was just to shut it down, to shun it. And to say to people, you can't do that, which is what's caused a lot of this break, I know, within myself and within my own family, MAGA family. This is where the break came, over the lack of respect, over the lack of truth. So if we can we agree that those two foundational principles are what's gonna get us out of this? Because it's not right. It's not fair. This instability and the up and the down is hurting everybody. So I'm trying to have a safe space Tuesday nights at 7:00 to talk about this. And it's gonna be hard. I know it's gonna be real hard. I know it is. I couldn't do it. In fact, I was at the Nobel Institute and I got their handbook of how to do this. The teacher goes to the expert to say, tell me how to do it. I got the instructions. I'm reading the instructions. They freak me out. They really freak me out because I have to listen. I was wrong. I was wrong. I admit it. I should not have shunned people. I shouldn't have shunned people. That didn't work. I know now that didn't work. That didn't work. So I got to try something else. And I have to be honest, and I have to dial it down a notch because it gets emotional. It gets really emotional. And so, yeah, myth busting. I want to figure it out. When they say we don't want to figure it out, that's a lie. So that's the first one. Right? Values centered. I don't want to tell you you can't be conservative in your home. That's up to you. You be conservative in your home. That's your house. That's respect. Then let me have my respect to be respectful in my house, to do what I want to do in my house. That's respect me. So back to the respect part. I swear I will respect you Tuesday night, 7:00. Please talk to me. And then you have to tell me the truth. Because honor and reputation are based on you telling me the truth. And when you don't, when you're a liar, then you're a con man and you're manipulating. And I really, dialing this back, I really don't believe that my MAGA family, that has been the Christian church-going family that they are, I don't believe that lying is acceptable. Fraud and deception and manipulation, I don't think are acceptable. I really don't. And so, not to be what would Jesus do, but yeah, what would Jesus do? I don't want to talk about religion. Religion is private, but then it's also about doing what your religion actually says. And so the Pope, now you're going to start trash talking the Pope? Seriously? So again, I'm trying to dial this back because we have to talk about this. So I'm out here in this pre-dawn time because it's really important. And it's about a conversation with ourselves first, being honest with ourselves, respecting ourselves, and not running around with this craziness. Because when you run around with the crazy, you become crazy. And when you hurt people, then you're going to keep hurting people. And the only way to do that, to stop it, is to go, hey, this isn't right. This isn't good. It's not honorable. It's deception. It's hurtful. And I don't want to do it anymore. But I know as a teacher, that's so hard to step out of that, to step off that train. I used to be a groupie with the band. I used to travel with the band. Back in the day, I was crazy with band. Live or die over the band. But you got to kind of say, that's cool, but this is life. This is my life. And I love my rock star. I will love my rock star forever. But I'm not him. That's not reality. I have to handle my reality. I have to solve my problems myself because I'm the one that made them. I'm the one that had the bad decision to follow somebody. And it's like when your spouse is running around. I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry. But you have to leave him. He's running around. He's no good for you. He's cheating on you. He's lying to you. I'm trying to get this out. I'm trying to help this make sense. I Tuesday nights, 7:00, we honestly, respectfully have to talk about this. So join me. That's my story. I got to go. The sun's coming up. I got to get back to my daytime stuff. I can't deal with this up in the air. We have to talk. Okay, that's it. I got to go. Subscribe, follow along. Actually, the book, I keep forgetting about this. I have a website that has a sample of my book, betrayedbytrump.org. It's nonpartisan, it's personal growth, it's self-discovery of what you want for your life, not all this other hoop-de-doo that's running around. Okay, I'm really going now. All right, I gotta go. Bye, have a great day.